Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Hope everyone had a good Christmas, good holidays, and is looking forward to the new year. Have your hobby projects lined up and ready to go. Like I said, I hope everyone had a good holidays, got what they wanted, ready to go. What you're seeing in front of you is four sergeants I've painted up in the past week and a half, almost 2 weeks, I think, of since my last hobby update. So I'll show these guys off. Really happy with the way they turned out. If I can get some lighting to show up. I put decals on these guys. That was one thing that it's taken a minute for me to get this video out. I put transfers on them, decals, whatever you want to call them. Like I said, really happy with the way they came out. These guys, I did their shields and like their shirts and such in white and blue, or like a gray and blue. I did this because I had been playing, it was my first playthrough of Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, and the Dry Devil, who you don't know at the time, or know who he is at the time, at the beginning of the game, is in his surcoat, or his livery, which is white and blue, or gray and blue, or light gray and blue. So, not knowing who he was, and I don't regret doing it, but not knowing who he was exactly, I thought he was the lord of the Sukdo fortress that you're in at the time. So that's whose color scheme these guys are after. Now I've got to make up a lord to match him for these guys. I've got 6 of them. I'll show you the other 2 here in a moment. But I did their padded armor in like a very dark brown, so it's a hard time showing up. But the wash I used was Army Painter Dark Tone from their Warpaint Fanatics range. It's very glossy. I don't really mind it. Doesn't really bother me, but it is a very glossy wash, as you can see just on the padded armor there. Did a flag or a pennant. Also put transfers on there. Again, really happy with the way these guys turned out. This guy's holding his spear, which is his banner pole, or pennant pole even, and a falchion. So that's how he's armed out. I think he looks pretty cool. It's an old grizzled veteran with his beard there, facial hair. Then the last one I've painted up recently. So you can tell that gloss, that wash is very glossy. But Sir Hennick in the games, as far as I know, maybe he does, but it's not on his livery. Doesn't have anything on there. It's just that gray, that light gray and blue. But I went with the rooster just because I think it's funny that anyone who would make an adult-themed joke, we'll say, in that game and use that as his coat of arms would be the Dry Devil. Here's 2 I've painted previously. They've been painted for quite a while, and then I just got into painting other things. Painted them earlier this year. Like I said, I got into painting other things and such before I finished the group. So, I've got 6 of them armed with spears to use in the Baron's War. Another thing that took me a while to get this video out was I didn't have the tufts, the scorched tufts from Army Painter. But I got some of them today. Went ahead and put them on these guys and started the video. Yeah, like I said, I'm really happy with the way they turned out. It's pretty cool seeing this, how they're armed with the spears and everything, with shields on their back. or backs. The heads are from the War Games Atlantic Sergeant's box set. So are the arms that you get in that box set that are they're on their own separate frame. The pole weapons and spears. I went with spears for these guys. I've already done some guys up with the pole arms, but the bodies are from Fireforge Games. Their Sergeant's box. As you can see, they fit together really well, especially on these two. There's a couple that may give you, or one that may give you pause. I don't know how well it'll show up, but if you can, if I can get my finger out of the way, see in there where it should be flat against the body, right there. Let me see if I can point it out. Up in there, should be flat against a body. It's not on this one, so just with the way the body I used and the way that all lined up. But that is these guys done and out of the way. I can add to the count for the year. I've also got some terrain, some little some little market stall decorations painted up from the War Games Atlantic. Oh, that's way out of shot. The War Games Atlantic Markets and Barricades set. Really happy with the way these turned out. I finished these up earlier today, I believe, but if I can get them to stay. All right, we'll do one at a time. There's the fish, the baguette style bread. I know they're not baguettes, but that longer bread. Carrots, and then bread rolls. The chickens, and then the sausages and hams there. And then the lettuces, or cabbages, probably cabbages, and potatoes. Really quick, really simple, all contrast paints. Just thrown on there. I didn't even do a wash or anything, but threw them on there together. And got them painted up, and they're going to go on the market sets. Up next, I'm going to show you what I got for Christmas, and what my plans with it are for hobbying, and I'll be right back. Alright guys, I'm back. Speaking of markets and barricades, this is what I got for Christmas. A wonderful partner got me these, the box set, for me to make even more market stalls and everything like that. I've already taken them out. I got the sprues just sitting to the side, but I'm really excited. I'm going to make up more market scenes, and some more barricades. Probably do 2 more barricades, and that should leave me with enough to do, well, I could probably do 4 more barricades, because it's 2 of each sprue, and you can do either or. You can make up to, I think it says here on the back, 8 barricades, or with the same components minus the bases, can be built as a full marketplace, included cover stalls, trestle tables, blah, 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 all that jazz. So, yeah, I'm going to make up some more barricades. Definitely some more market stalls, like the one I've made up and I've shown in a previous video. Let's see, more like this one here. Make up more of them, put them on these pieces of wood that I got from the dollar store. And that way they could be close together, or just in the same area, like a market area, to use for like the Baron's War, pillage, just anything you want to use or have a market setting for. So really excited about that, to get these put together. We'll see how fast I can do that, how soon anyways. I don't know if it'll be right away. I've got some other stuff ahead in the queue that I kind of want to paint up and build first. I also ordered some Victrix Foot Knights with some cash I got for Christmas. I got other stuff besides just the markets and barricades, but this was what I got that's miniatures related. But I ordered some Victrix Foot Knights. Cannot wait for them to come in. see how they are and do a review and everything for those once they come in. So look out for that on the channel. And I'll get started with my Teutonic Knights set army for the Barons War. And I plan on documenting that. I mean, I made a video about that on the channel already. Be sure to check that out. Which I got some basing material today when I got these Scorched Tufts that I'm going to try on the Knights and see how they turn out, how it turns out. And everything. So I'm really excited about that. But that's it for me, guys. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Should have mentioned this at the beginning of the video. If you've watched all the way through, I appreciate it. But be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. When you subscribe, hit the bell icon and hit all. It's going to be automatically set to personalized, which means you're not going to get a notification every time I upload a video. It'll be sporadic. So if you hit all, every time I upload a video shows up in your notifications. The bell icon in the top right, generally, I think is where it's at, of YouTube, of the YouTube screen. And also, I just like seeing the channel grow. Likes, comments, and subscriptions do that. They signify that to me, so whether it actually helps out the channel or not, I just like seeing it grow. And I think that's really cool. So yeah, I would appreciate it. If you guys have any questions or anything, be sure to leave it down in the comments. And I'll see you on the next one.